So this is the full configuration with Freedom Munitions Hush. And I've already shot a few. And I'm an old guy. I've got ears that are really beat up by gunshots unsuppressed, to where even when shooting suppressed that other people don't have a problem with, my ears will hurt, but not with this. Wait till you hear this. Oh my God. The piston working, that's the loudest thing I hear. They need to come up with a piston buffer. That is awesome. Oh my gosh. That is backyard quiet. That is absolutely backyard quiet. Sweet. Hey, thanks for tuning in to TWANGnBANG. My favorite pistol caliber can is this one. It's the Obsidian 45 from Rugged Suppressors. It's modular, it's quiet on a variety of hosts, and it's very tough. It was no surprise to me at all when Rugged Suppressors invited me to preview their latest pistol can that it was called the Obsidian 9. That's because it takes the best of the Obsidian 45, shortens the overall length, decreases the bore to 9mm, and increases the difference between the full configuration and the short configuration in coming up with their first 9mm silencer. I don't have one here because they didn't have a production unit to give me when I made the video. However, they will be sending me one of my own very soon. I cannot wait to get it because not only is the Obsidian 9 a very quiet 9mm silencer, it's also very quiet on 22 long rifle. And that's what's coming up next on TWANGnBANG. The Obsidian 9 is the new little brother of Rugged Suppressor's Obsidian 45. Like its bigger brother, the Obsidian 9 is a modular can, though with a much bigger difference between the long and short configurations. The full configuration is 7.8 inches long and 12.7 ounces, whereas the short configuration is a mere 4.85 inches and 8.7 ounces. The mount and baffles are machined from 17.4 stainless steel bar stock. This means they'll stand up to harsher cleaning methods while also taking more abuse on the end of a host. The body and module tube are hard coat anodized aluminum to save weight and cost. Rugged realized that the fully sealed baffle stack provided all the protection the tubes needed to handle 9mm full auto as well as sub calibers including 300 blackout subsonic. In fact, like all Rugged Suppressors, the Obsidian 9 is belt fed rated. Also, like other Rugged Suppressors, the Obsidian 9 has the serial number located in the thickest cross section of the 17.4 stainless steel mount. This means that you can take advantage of Rugged's unconditional lifetime warranty without having to process another Form 4 should the suppressor become severely damaged somehow. I brought my Obsidian 45 along to compare because there are a lot of similarities, They leveraged what they discovered in designing and creating and putting to market the Obsidian 45 and creating the 9mm. One of them is, of course, people wanted a 9mm can to be smaller, lighter than a 45 can. They did that. But the other thing that they did was they made a bigger difference between the long configuration and the short configuration. That's the short module on the 45 can. That's the short module on the 9mm can. That's brilliant. On the inside, there are also some similarities. When I break this down, I'll show you what those are. First thing they did was they kept the pistons, the springs, the spacers, and even the piston end cap exactly the same on the 9mm as on the 45. So if you already have an Obsidian 45 and you've got mounts for all of your 9mm hosts, you're going to be able to use them just the same on the Obsidian 9mm. Rugged also kept a lot of the best features of the 45 baffles the same on the 9mm baffles. Same 17.4 bar stock, so you can use the same cleaning methods. It's got the same gas seal. You can see actually this has been shot a whole ton. Look how clean that is on the outside versus how dirty it is on the inside. But there's a difference in the very end. You can see that lip there on the 9mm versus the 45. That's actually the main dimensional difference between the two. In order to keep you from stacking 9mm baffles in your 45 can and pulling the trigger, they did add another notch on the diameter, on the outside diameter of the rim of the 9mm baffles versus 2 on the 45. That way you can't actually stack them together this way or this way. That's a very clever way of leveraging stuff they've already done to make a great 45 baffle, get a 9mm baffle out of it without messing up their customers who have both cans. We're going to try the same thing with American Eagle suppressor. That's louder. Still good, but there's a good pop to it. Well, the can's doing its job. I'm just so impressed with Freedom Munitions Hush. The can's nice. I'm spoiled by that Hush. All right, so this is Fiocchi Sub Gun Ammo. It's designed for submachine guns, subsonic, or pistol caliber carbines, but it's still pretty quiet in a pistol like this. Let's see. Hush is the clear winner, man. Oh, I gotta get me more of that. That ammo's sweet. I like the Fiocchi. I like the American Eagle suppressor. And I really like this can. But this can plus the Freedom Munitions Hush, sweet combination. This is American Eagle. Oh, that's still super nice. Cycle's fine. There's a little first round pop, but not bad. That's great. Okay, now the Fiocchi. In the short configuration, you can definitely hear that the Fiocchi is louder than the American Eagle suppressor for sure. I didn't notice as much of a difference in the long configuration, but this is definitely louder than the American Eagle short. Still sounds great. And you have to understand that these are 158 grain bullets. So there's a lot more powder behind them to get them up to speed. The American Eagle subsonic is 124 grain, so it's cheating. They're able to use a faster powder to make sure it leaves the barrel, but they don't have to use as much. And you can hear a difference in the short configuration. Still nice though. We're gonna try this Hush one more time. There we go. It was a little wimpy, but it worked. And it sounded really good. Okay, this is a Sig Mpx. I've never shot one of these before. I'm gonna do it without ears because this is the long configuration again, and this is the Hush. Well, that sounded great. Still having cycling issues with the Hush. And you can't blame the can on this because there's no booster action here. Nope. It just needs to get tuned for this. Sounds great. We're just turning this into a single shot. Yep. One more. This is just for sound. All right, let's see if it does any better with other ammo. We already know that hush is a little bit weird in my Glock, but that sounded awesome. I didn't need any ear pro for that. That was backyard quiet again. Okay, this is Fiocchi, so if this doesn't run, it's the Sig. It's not the can, it's not the ammo. Let's see what happens. There we go. Nice. Woo. Yeah, that sub gun ammo, you'd expect to run in a pistol caliber carbine like that. And it's got a great sound to it. It's tough because I'm pretty far away from the berm, so I don't get like a really weird echo from the side berms. But to my ear, I'm hearing the bullets smack the mud back there almost as loud as I'm hearing the action cycling here. I'm not getting a lot of sound from the muzzle or from the ejection port. It's a great combo right there. Okay, American Eagle suppressor now. So interesting how things play out in different platforms, because in the Glock, the American Eagle is definitely quieter than the Fiocchi. But in this pistol caliber carbine, the Fiocchi was quieter than the American Eagle. It's all about combinations. You can't say that there's one sound you're gonna get out of a silencer or a load or a gun. It's what do you have on the end of it? What are you putting it on? And what are you putting in it? The three of those combined get you to sound. Ears are back on because this is the short configuration, and we're going to give the hush one more try. Let's see if it runs with this. Oh, there we go. I think I'm going to try this anyway. Ha! There you go. I was talking about combinations, right? Even for cycling. And boy, short configuration, Freedom Munitions hush isn't that much louder than the Fiocchi or American Eagle long. That is actually pretty, oh, I did get a malfunction at the end there. But still sounded really, really good. This is the Fiocchi with the short configuration. I'm going to try it without ears at first, but we'll see. That's certainly hearing safe, but I'm going to put my ears back on because I can feel it. The other thing to keep in mind, one round might be fine at a certain pressure level, at a certain decibel level, but that doesn't mean running a full mag is okay. Runs like a champ. That's a great size. And you know, for home defense or even a short competition, that still would be fine. I think I would be able to do just fine with this combination. All right, American Eagle. I am gonna give this a naked ear test as well. So that's quieter than the Fiocchi. That's very manageable without ears. That's fantastic. I can't wait to see what the meter numbers are. I mean, they're just numbers. Really, I wish there were a way for you to really be able to hear what a silencer sounds like, because even what you're hearing on video is not what I'm hearing standing here. That's why I talk so much about what I'm hearing, because there's no way for you to be able to watch a video and tell. Meter numbers help, but there are plenty of cans out there that have maybe higher numbers that I would have a preference for just because the tone's better and it just sounds better to your ears. If you didn't have a meter telling you it was louder, you wouldn't know it anyway. But that is a great sound and a great combination. Well, we changed venues. We're in my backyard. I was able to get Zach from Rugged Suppressors to follow me with their super secret Ninja cans away from the range where we started, which is about 45 minutes away, because I forgot my bag with my rimfires. But I thought it was really important because when I first started getting cans, my first rimfire can was actually a 9mm can. And it could be the same thing for a lot of people. Since these are take-apart cans, rimfire is perfectly fine, and most good 9mm cans actually sound really good with subsonic rimfire especially. Oh yeah, not a surprise. Nice. Sweet. That's not my dog. That's the neighbor's dog. And you can hear him barking. Oh yeah, this is like a good 22 can right here. Not a surprise, but I didn't want to be disappointed either. One more, I think. Okay, that's long. I think it's gonna sound just the same short, I bet you, because that's the way it is with modular rimfire cans. With a bolt gun and a 16-inch barrel, you don't need a whole lot of volume to suppress it. But I'm gonna take the end module off and see what we get. Okay, short configuration. I bet this sounds pretty much the same. Yeah, different tone for sure. But still, quieter than your average pellet gun. Backyard quiet for sure. Nice. And actually, I'm not doing an accuracy test, but this isn't hurting the accuracy of this FESR-B series one bit. Shooting bugs down there. Oop. That's it. Beautiful. Good job, guys. I always love the way short fat cans look on my barrel. Mr. Rogers of YouTube at it again. Oh! Oh no! That sounded good. There we go. That was probably a magazine issue. That sounds great. Short was definitely all you need, but oh, that sounds great. That's fantastic. Big difference. Great sound, great tone. That is not a bad rimfire can right there as well. That sounded good enough. I'm doing another mag. Beautiful. Really versatile can for sure. Good job. One quick word about the Hush ammunition from Freedom Munitions, and as a gun enthusiast, I'm a little bit embarrassed by this, but I'm fortunate that I get a lot of ammunition in from manufacturers for testing, and I didn't notice that there are two different grain weights of Hush from Freedom Munitions. Previously, I had gotten the 165 grain from them, but I didn't realize they also make 147 grain, and I had both of them with me for testing that day. I didn't realize this until I was cleaning up the boxes at the end of the day. I was getting malfunctions, feeding problems from probably one of the two grain weights, but I can't tell you which one, unfortunately. In the end, it doesn't really matter because most semi-automatics, including Glocks, can be tuned to the recoil impulse of the ammunition you're shooting, and I think it's pretty clear with the sound that we were getting from the Hush ammunition that it's worth the effort. The Obsidian 9 is also rated for 300 blackout subsonic, and I wanted to test that out, but I didn't think of telling Zach to bring an adapter, and he didn't bring an adapter, so we didn't have a chance to. I think the suppression with the Obsidian 9 will be better than the Obsidian 45 because the bore size is a lot closer to the diameter of a 300 blackout bullet, so it'll probably catch more of the gas before it leaves the end of the can. But by how much, we won't know until somebody else tests that out. MSRP of the Obsidian 9 is $7.99, and it's available from dealers as I release this video. The street price is going to be less, but I don't know how much less because dealers hadn't released their prices to me before I could publish this video. But I do have a link to the Obsidian 9 website in the video description below, so be sure to check that out. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. You can see the links right here. And be sure to click right here to subscribe so you can catch my next videos on bows, guns, and other cool stuff. I really appreciate you watching Twang and Bang, and hope to see you next time.